everybody. I am back from my surgery-ish. I thought maybe I would film like a little get ready with me, just to update you on how things are going, and you know, if you can expect to see not pre-filmed content from me soon, which, yes, I'm currently getting ready to film my March wrap-up. I'm in my bedroom because currently the bed is still the most comfortable place for me to sit, just because of how I can prop up my knee. In case you missed that video, I had ACL reconstructive surgery, and they also repaired my meniscus, so I'm pretty limited in terms of movement, but we're working on it. The surgery went fine. I started physical therapy last week, which has been amazing, frankly. I'm pretty impressed with the progress I have already made. And I'm feeling pretty hopeful for the future. You're probably going to hear a lot of noise in this video and most of the videos I'm filming, because like I have the door open and other people live here, you know, that kind of thing. But whatever. We're gonna just rock it casual for a while. The only upside to filming in the bedroom is that I have a fabulous natural light in here, which I don't even know if you can tell right now, but I can tell. So anyway, how have you guys been doing? I have just not been doing a whole lot between recovery and then just still trying to keep up with school, because I didn't even tell my professors that I was having surgery. I just kind of did it, and I've been keeping up pretty okay so far. Yeah, I didn't get behind or anything, so that's good. I'm still having some trouble in terms of discomfort. I wouldn't say I'm in much pain anymore, mostly just where he like drilled into the tibia or whatever. The scarring will be minimal for that type of surgery, which is really good. I was pretty impressed when I took the bandages off and saw that the incisions were pretty small, so that's cool. Yeah, that's the update there. I actually took myself to Barnes & Noble on crutches the other day. I went to physical therapy and everything went really well, and I was wanting to celebrate, so I asked hubby if he would take me to Barnes & Noble, and he said yes. And I bought a few books. I bought The Widow Queen. Here I have the dust jacket, which I am currently reading. It's very, very good. It's translated from Polish, which is interesting. I am reading it for the Linguathon. I will link the Linguathon announcement in the description box, because it's taking place the whole month of April, so if you want to join in, you still can. Basically, it fits for the prompt of a historical fiction novel in translation, or a book translated from a European language. So that is pretty cool. And then I got the Paris library, which it's down there and I'm not digging it out right now, so maybe if I'm feeling like it in editing, I'll pop a picture up. I'm going to try to keep the editing pretty minimal on this. Oh, hi Loki. You're probably going to get some dogs just because I have the door open and they live here, so it is what it is. The internet seems to like dogs by and large, so I don't foresee it being a problem. But yes, The Widow Queen, that is what I am currently reading. It's really, really good. It's set in, well, not even just Poland, kind of like Eastern Europe in roughly the 900s AD. And now, there is an aspect of it that kind of reminds me of Game of Thrones in the fact that there are a ton of different characters doing a ton of different things. You have a bunch of different points of view you're following. But like, so, you know how typically when you switch from one point of view to another, it would be like the character's name would be at the top of the chapter. Well, we don't get that. What we get is what country they're currently located in. So that's a little bit complicated to figure out from time to time. I'm not having too much of an issue, fortunately, but you know, it could be. If you don't like that kind of thing, if you find it confusing, you might have a problem with it. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of Game of Thrones, but then it also kind of reminds me of The Lost Queen in a way, which I read earlier this year, January or February, I think. I can't even remember. Oh, Signet Pike, that's who the author is. But yeah, they're similar in the respect that they both take place like long, long ago. And the old religions are still in use, I guess, is the correct word for that. And because of that, it has kind of a mystical feel sometimes. So, it kind of feels a little bit like fantasy simply because it's so far in the past that it's easy to forget that, you know, this was how the world was at one point. But then, in addition to that, you have the mystical vibes from the spiritualness that is happening, which is very interesting. I probably should close that window because you can definitely hear, I don't know what that is actually, but it's annoying. Okay, it stopped. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Here's hoping I don't get this black eyeshadow all over my face. There it is again. Rude. Anyway. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. It's pretty long. It's about 500 pages, so I think at page like 260 right now. I'm hoping to finish it today. But who knows, this week will be probably a lot of reading because I finished all my homework already for last week, and then this is spring break. This is, it's Easter when I'm filming this, just, I guess I should have said that at the beginning. So yeah, I'll hopefully be getting a lot of reading done. The other book I'm currently reading is Plain Bad Heroines. I started that a while ago actually, and it's just kind of like, I think it's just slower paced. It's slower paced and it's not exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Like, Plain Bad Heroines, it's kind of like a dual timeline situation in that you're getting the story of these two girls who were pretty obsessed with this particular book and its author, and then they ended up dying through pretty tragic circumstances involving Yellow Jackets, which was not the best thing I've ever read. Let's just leave it at that. It wasn't terrible in terms of, like, it didn't make me feel ill or anything, but it also wasn't maybe something I want to reread. So that's that. But yeah, I'm only, I want to say like 120 pages into like this 600-page book, and part of it is I thought that most of it was going to take place in that 1902-ish timeline, where, you know, we're following the girls and their obsession with the author Mary MacLane and their Plain Bad Heroine Society, but really we're not getting that at all. Mostly what we're getting is in present day, and these 3 women who are involved with turning that story into a movie. We have the author. She like wrote their story down about, you know, their obsession with Mary McLean and the Plain Bed Heroine Society, and then it got optioned for a film, and then we're following the 2 lead actresses in the film, and like it's Yellow Jackets are like a theme throughout the book, which is fine, because I'm not terribly squeamish when it comes to stuff like that. Oh my god, so I have this spot on my left eye, right here, and I don't know what it is, but I can never get anything to blend, and it drives me batty. Anyway, continuing. So the book is just going slower, more than I thought it would. I mean, it's not unusual for, like, horror type novels to be a little slow, but like the focus isn't where I thought it was gonna be, and then I don't know, so I enjoy it when I read it, I just never feel particularly compelled to pick it back up. And then April, you know, we have Linguathon, and that doesn't really fit into the prompts for that, so I'm probably just gonna give it a rest and not pick it up for a while, or maybe I'll like pick it up and read a few pages here and there. But the nonfiction book that I am reading is called Come Fly the World. It's the story of these flight attendants who worked for Pan Am, although I guess at the time they were stewardesses. Anyway, it's good. My problem is that I keep forgetting I'm reading it. So I've technically been reading it for like 2 weeks, and I'm pretty sure I'm on chapter 3. Oh no, I read chapter 3. I'm on chapter 4. Which is interesting. But I don't know, like it's good, and I enjoy it while I'm reading it. I just have to like remember that I'm reading it and pick it up, and that's proving to be pretty difficult. Oh yeah, and then the audiobook I'm currently listening to is The Big Picture by Brian Greene, and it's really good. I'm really enjoying it because it's a lot about how like various sciences intersect, and I like science, so it is working for me. Okay, where were we? I had like the mirror in my face and decided just to stop talking and finish up what I was doing. The Big Picture, yes. I'm about 60-something% through, so I might finish that up soon. I've been doing, so normally I would listen to audiobooks while I cook or cross stitch or whatever. Iced coffee and protein shakes. Highly recommend the combo. Anyway, usually I would listen to audiobooks while I'm cooking, doing like various household chores, that kind of thing. Obviously though, that's not been happening. So instead, I would, I guess, cross-stitch normally if I couldn't leave. But I've been taking a little break from cross-stitching. Oh god, I don't think I'm going to be able to talk while I do this either. Hold on. Not perfect, but it's good enough. But yeah, ordinarily, if I wasn't listening to an audiobook while doing chores or cooking or anything like that, I would cross-stitch. But that hasn't been, I don't know, I just needed a break, I think. A lot of times what happens is right before Christmas, around the holidays, that kind of thing, I'll be rushing to finish projects for presents, and then a lot of the time I'll either take a break right after that, or I'll still be just so jazzed and on like the stitching high of finishing projects that I'll keep going. And that's what happened this year, where I just wanted to finish stuff, and then school would get in the way, and then I would get frustrated. So when I had downtime, that was all I was doing. But now I'm like, I need a break. So instead, I've been doing diamond paintings, the paint by diamond things. I don't know how I see ads for them all the time, but I'm a crafts person. So if you haven't seen the paint by diamond situations, they're like paint by numbers, except instead of painting, the canvas is like sticky, and you have these little plastic gem thingies that you stick on them. And I finished one, but I had my husband move it to the other room just because I'm getting, like, there's too much stuff around me, and I didn't want to start another one while that thing was still sitting here. But maybe if I can get a picture or something, I'll put it in. Probably not, because I'm lazy and I really want to get this edited as fast as possible. So, you know, that's kind of just that. But I think I need to spray this. It's not sticking like I want it to. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. The one I finished was like Alice in Wonderland themed. It was Cheshire Cat, and it was all in like psychedelic colors on a black background, and I love it. What's funny though is I have a cross stitch that I did with the Mad Hatter. I have never read Alice in Wonderland, and I don't actually think I've ever watched a movie all the way through either. So I don't know why I seem to be so obsessed with like the symbolism and the characters and stuff. I just am. I think it's just because it's like all bright colors and a little bit kooky, which I find fun. So maybe that's what's up with that. The other thing I've been doing, and like I should be ashamed of this, frankly, because like especially right after the surgery, I was, well, really doped up because ow, and so I was just like playing cell phone games a lot, which, you know, is what it is. I'm on like level 6,800 in freaking Gardenscapes. And then, to be fair, I've been playing Gardenscapes off and on for like 5 years, so it's not that intense. And then I started playing a couple solitaire games. And then recently, I downloaded Phase 10. I've been playing Phase 10 a lot. I used to play with my mom when I was a kid, and it was always one of my favorites. So I've been doing that quite a bit. I barely read at all for the first week, and I was a little bit ashamed of that, and then I was like, you know what, whatever helps you get through it. I think it was just because I was still trying to keep up with school that like I just didn't have the mental bandwidth to read a book after that, you know? So that kind of is what it is, and I'm just not gonna worry about it, frankly. So for what content will be happening in the future, I don't know if anybody noticed, probably not. I've only been posting like once a week, simply because I just didn't have it in me to pre-film for 2 videos a week for as long as I wanted videos going up. At this point, Easter Sunday, I have 3 videos scheduled, so for the next 3 Tuesdays, those will be pre-filmed. And then I think I'm gonna start on Fridays posting other stuff. So for example, this will probably go up this Friday, unless I decide I just want to throw it up as a bonus video, since it's not super book heavy, which I might do. Just because I tend to feel like anything that isn't just solely talking about books should be like a bonus video for me, which is stupid. Maybe I'll just post this on Friday, because whatever. But yeah, so I'm gonna be introducing some videos. I have my March wrap up I want to film, which will probably be done a little bit differently. All these videos for the next little bit are gonna be pretty casual and probably filmed in my bedroom for the sake of ease and comfort. Also because, like, I'm still on crushes, and I can get around fine. Like, I'm pretty adept at crushes now. I just don't prefer to if I don't have to. If that makes sense. Give me a second. I'm gonna put my eyebrows on. I can't do this and talk. Plus my mouth hangs open the entire time I'm doing it. So be right back. Where were we? Shit, I actually don't remember where we were. I think maybe the future of my content. I think I was talking about putting up videos on Fridays that I've been filming, and they're just gonna be kind of chill. What did I already say? This video, my March wrap up, and I have a haul. I want to film. So that's fun. Anyway, some other thoughts I had about content going forward as,
You okay?
Yeah, I'm filming.
Oh.
Why?
Just make sure you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I thought you were, like, worried that I was talking to myself.
I'm not worried if you're talking to yourself. You always talk to yourself.
Do I?
Yeah, always.
Oh, interesting. I don't doubt you at all. I'm not sure what that says about...
Well, I'm not worried until you start responding, because then that means you're crazy.
You already think I'm crazy.
Is it thinking or knowing?
Oh, stop.
I love you, though.
I love you too. Okay. Now where was I after that distraction? Okay. So yes, I think what I want to start doing is every month I want to, like, randomly pick a theme, whether that be spin the wheel or pull it out of a jar, but, like, I want to have a themed reading that I can kind of build a TBR around. So I was thinking what I could do is have, you know, like, random themes, like written by person of color, LGBT authors, own voices novels. I could even do themes like royalty or science or, I don't know, history, you know, just things that I can theme something around. And then I would pick 3 books that fit the theme. I think my preference for that would be 2 fiction and 1 nonfiction, but depending on the theme, we might not be able to do that every time. And then I had 2 thoughts for how I would then handle things going forward. And one of my thoughts was I could vlog my reading experience of the 3 books. Or I could just read the 3 books and then do, like, a get ready with me like this, where I just kind of chat about what maybe I learned from the reading experience, my thoughts on the books in general, stuff like that. So I don't know, I might try, like, both methods and see which one I prefer. I know for sure that one of the video ideas that I specifically want to do for theming is Indigenous authors. And I already have the 3 books picked out. They are all fiction, though. Because I'm not sure I have... I'll have to look at my shelves. I don't know if I have any nonfiction currently that's written by an Indigenous author. There was one that I was looking at, and I'll have to go back in my various notes for various things and see if I can find it. But I don't know, it's kind of like sports related, and that's not really my jam. So I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. We'll see. I might just stick with the 3 fiction that I have and read them. But yeah, that's one I want to do pretty soon. But if any of you have ideas for what would make a good theme, I'm open to most things. I read most things. So there's not many subjects that I would be like, no, I don't want to do that. So yeah, let's just, okay, how beautiful are these blushes? Can you see that? They have like the most beautiful ombre, and then the design on them. Oh my god. Anyway, I love them. I bought 3. They were only $9 a piece, so I'm not mad at it. Whew. They are pigmented though, so, you know, you don't like that. They blend out nicely though, so. Anyway, not a single one of you are here for makeup. But it's something I like, and this is my channel, and this is what I'm doing, so. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch. And I think that's a perfectly fair take to have on it. Don't worry, the blending is not done, okay? I'm looking for some ideas for other themes. I think my main goal would be not to have to buy any new books for such a project. However, I understand that occasionally I may have to, simply because, like, I'm not always gonna have 3, especially if I want to add a nonfiction pick to the mix as well. But yeah, in general, I think I would like to not have to buy too many books. So I might just go through my shelves and see what I have a lot of in terms of, you know, various themes. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure at this point, like, the basic things like novels written by women, like own voices, that kind of thing. I know I could do that pretty easily. It's just when we get into some more obscure things that I think I might struggle finding stuff a little bit, but I don't know. I'd like to know your thoughts on future content and theming and all that good stuff, so please feel free to give me any thoughts you have. So that's basically all I had to say. As far as my surgery update goes, I'm fine, I'm healthy, I'm well. I had my post-op March 29th, so I don't know, for me it's been almost a week, and the doctor was actually pretty happy. He said that everything looks good. He was impressed that I maintained as much of my quad function as I did, because apparently when you have surgeries like that, like, your muscles, especially in like your quads and your hamstrings and stuff, will just like shut down because, you know, you just got cut open. So yeah, he was really impressed with that, and I was like, bro, I played volleyball for like a decade. Like, quads are something I have in spades. Okay, so that's it from me. Just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update and let you know how I was doing, and let you know kind of how I'm planning on introducing some fresh content instead of the pre-filmed stuff. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for people who have been watching my crappy pre-filmed videos. I appreciate you a lot. But yeah, like I said, leave all your ideas for various themings, various videos that you might want to see from me, and let me know how you feel about like Get Ready With Me's vlogs, etc. I'm more than happy to attempt to vlog. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.